I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. He cut his hair. Hey, N10 Cisco here. No, hey, N10 Cisco here. I'm mad. Check this out. Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed to 2023 spring, and some people have seen it coming, and other people are like, whoa. I think for the most part, most people saw it coming. This year's lineup is huge. There's so many games. There's Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Splatoon 3. We had Advance Wars that got delayed indefinitely. We don't know when that's coming out. Probably gonna get canceled, to be honest. Bayonetta 3, Mario Strikers, the Mario Kart DLC. We just got Kirby as well. So this year's lineup is amazing. It's filled with games, and honestly, I feel like some of us can use the time to catch up on games rather than having a big, enormous game like Breath of the Wild 2 come out. However, when games get delayed, relax. Zen. Nintendo fans will always be using the same damn quote. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad. I'm sick and tired of this quote. This quote is so annoying and so stupid. But Cisco, it's not that bad of a quote. What's your beef with it? I'll tell you my beef.
Come on, Reggie. Give us Mother 3. Nintendo never acknowledges Mother 3.
Breath of the Wild 2? Oh, I was really looking forward to playing that game.
Where's Bayonetta 3? Nobody ever brings up Bayonetta 3 anymore. All we got was a logo and that's it.
They're restarting Metroid Prime 4? Dang, dude, how long is it gonna be since we get to play Metroid? It's gonna be forever since we get to play this game. Cisco, I know you're having a hard time, but you have to understand. This situation reminds me of Miyamoto's quote. A delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad. Shut the hell up with that quote. I don't want to hear that anymore. Let me be sad. When Metroid Prime 4 was restarted, everybody hit me with that quote. Like, I wasn't allowed to be sad that it was gonna take like 8 years to play this game. Now, at the time, my logic was, great, Metroid Prime 4 is getting delayed, meaning that the sequel to whatever that Metroid game is gonna be is gonna be delayed even further. My logic was, if it takes 8 years to get Metroid Prime 4, then it's gonna take another 8 years to get Metroid Prime 5, rather than 4 years for Metroid Prime 4 and another 4 years for Metroid Prime 5. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is like, man, by the time I'm 30, it would be really nice to be able to have 2 Metroid games instead of being 45 and still only getting 2 Metroid games. I don't want them to rush the games. I just wanted a steady flow of those games. I didn't realize Metroid Dread was gonna be a thing. That's why when they announced Dread, I was so happy because we had 2 different Metroid projects. At the time, I only thought it was Metroid Prime 4 and that's it. So everybody hitting me with that quote like, forever bad. Let me be sad. And that's the thing. Like, Nintendo fans sometimes will be so quick to throw that quote around, and it's like, you know, it's okay for people to be sad for a delay. Some people that was their only game. Some people's only game this year was Breath of the Wild 2. And the fact that it got delayed, and they're like, dang, dude, like, I mean, it's cool, but I really wanted to play that game. And you pansies coming over here, did you know that a delayed game? No, I don't want to hear that. Stop with the quote, stop it. And what I don't understand is everybody brings up Miyamoto like he is some god in gaming, like they weren't just shitting on him for ruining Star Fox Zero. Oh, it says right here that Bayonetta 3 is not getting an announcement at the Game Awards. Delayed game is eventually good. What's that? Miyamoto's quote of, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad? I'll do you one better. A Metroid game is forever good, but a Zelda game is eventually bad. You know why I say that? Because Zelda fans will always hate their game after like a month or 2. Breath of the Wild, I don't care what none of y'all say, Breath of the Wild was a revolutionary game. Breath of the Wild was revolutionary. It changed gaming. But, and Zelda fans thought that too. But now all I see is, well, Breath of the Wild wasn't actually a good Zelda game. It didn't have dungeons. And now I have to hear all of this Breath of the Wild slander. I had to keep hearing this Skyward Sword slander. And now that the remaster is out, it is such an amazing game. Oh man, one of the best Zelda games ever made. And I'm over here like, I thought that game was amazing from the start, but apparently when it was released, it was horrible. Wind Waker is like chosen as like the best Zelda game of all time. But I remember when that game was released, everybody hated it. If I remember correctly, possibly, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Majora's Mask also get the same hate because of the time like limit that they had on playing the game? Now Majora's Mask is considered like All praise Majora's Mask, the most darkest Zelda game in the world. And back in the day, everybody hated that game because of the time limit. So I don't want to hear nothing about these Zelda games. You guys are so excited for Breath of the Wild 2. So Breath of the Wild 2 releases in 2023, but you already know that in 2024, y'all gonna hate that game. Say it was the worst Zelda game ever made, and Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing. In the case of Metroid Prime 4, Nintendo was able to come out to the fans and say, we know we announced this game, but we're gonna restart it, and we want it to be better than ever. We really wanted to, you know, respect the fans and respect the series as a whole. That takes a lot for a company to come out and do that. So I do appreciate Nintendo, and it's moments like that that really make me truly believe Nintendo is like the best gaming company, and it makes me love them so much, and that's why I stand by them all the time. It's moments like that. But I'm allowed to be sad that a Metroid game is delayed, and it's gonna take me forever to actually get it and play it. It's a bittersweet moment. That's why I can't stand that quote being used, because it's just kind of like, hey, don't worry about it. This is a quote. It makes everything better when it doesn't. I just wanted to rant about how I hate that quote with a funny spin on it. No, but the real thing I want to say is Breath of the Wild 2 is delayed until next year, and I'm still looking forward to it. I hope that it's for the right reasons, and I hope that the game is not just a big mess and they're trying to fix it up and they don't know what to do with it. In terms of Metroid Prime 4, I'm a little nervous because if Breath of the Wild 2 is next year, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is next year at all because of that. So we'll have to see with Metroid Prime 4. I don't know when that's gonna be released. I'm really excited to play that game, but that game is a good example of something that's been delayed for a really long time. And in the case of Advance Wars, I'm really upset with that. I understand due to our situation with Russia and Ukraine, not the right game to release right now, but I don't know when it will be the right time, and depending on how long that situation goes on, Nintendo just might cancel that game as a whole. So that's what I'm worried about, because I had that game pre-ordered and paid off, and I'm a little worried that it's going to be gone forever. What do you guys think about the Breath of the Wild news? Let me know down below. What are your thoughts on that Miyamoto quote? Let's come up with a better quote. Write down below some better Miyamoto quotes. I don't want to hear none of these delayed game. He has better quotes than that. Stop using that. Nintendo fans, be original. Be original. And stop using that quote for every time a game gets slightly delayed. Obviously, if you guys couldn't tell, this video was satire, which I just wanted to throw some points in. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys, and you guys take care. Bye.